is more of witchcraft than evidence-based medicine.
Thank you, Dennis. And now that you have mentioned the dispensaries and the laboratories, I want to ask you a very simple question. Yes. For the last 4 or 5 years, the dispensaries that we have been constructing as a county government, they have the component of the laboratory. And one single person can be able to have a medical facility, also include a lab. Why wouldn't we have those laboratories being functional now at the dispensaries, that somebody coming at the nearest dispensary can have the test done, and then the results are given out, and then this person is treated? Because it's simple. It's just a matter of adding up a lab technician there, and then also acquiring those instruments of the laboratory. I'm very sure the members here in this assembly, each one of them has got more than 3 dispensaries. And if one single individual can be able within a market, you can see there are 5 or 10 facilities, and each one of them has got a laboratory. Why wouldn't you, would you look at it and see the need of having those dispensaries include the laboratory services?
Honorable Chairman, I think the major issue that we've been having, number one, is that we have been appointing people in these particular positions who are not passionate about their work. Let us be very honest.
And that's why you are here.
Now,
I want to hear your views now on that.
Thank you.
And
now,
that is going to convince this assembly, this honorable house, if they are going to approve you or not.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman. My commitment to this honorable house is that once I am approved, the first thing I will come up with, I want to have teams, healthcare teams, across the various sub-counties that we shall be working with. And I'm going to ensure primary healthcare, starting all the way from dispensaries, we shall have evidence-based medicine. We shall practice evidence-based medicine, number one, by equipping these facilities, laboratories, and even the other, departments. Then at least in consultation and collaboration with this house, employ a sufficient number of laboratory technicians who shall be working round the clock to make sure that this particular county of Meru County, we spur Meru County to a medical hub, a regional medical hub to start with in this particular region. So it is my commitment. This work, I'm going to do it once I am approved, because I know for sure I'm passionate about this job. So once approved, hiyo kazi yenye unasema Mheshimiwa Speaker, I will do it.
Thank you, Dennis. Yes, Honorable Karemi.
Thank you so much, Chair. Dennis, I have 2 questions. One is more of a concern. In exercise to subsection 6.2 of Meru Cancer Institute Act 2019, the former governor appointed a board for the Meru County Cancer Institute. The gazettement came in 26th April 2022, and in a week's time, the 3-year term is over without them being appointed. They have never assumed office. The previous regime did not see fit, maybe, I don't know. What will you do? Because in a week's time, the appointed board members have not yet assumed office. And we are all aware that the cancer is a huge problem in this county. The second question to you is, how are you going to partner with other departments? Because, you know, if prevention is better than cure. We don't need to go to hospitals to be treated, yet we can prevent people from going to hospitals. That is, we know some problems come from food, water, other things. So how are you going to do? Are you going to work with your colleagues in other departments? What measures are you going to put? Because I sit in the Agriculture Committee and we have problems with food coming to the market straight after spraying chemicals and everything. So I believe health is it's not just a matter of the health department, but some collaboration. So kindly inform this Honorable House how you're going to tackle such issues to avoid more budgetary matters on medicine, yet we can prevent, or maybe even measures we can go maybe organically. How are you going to do that? Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Karim. Yes, Dennis.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Number one, about the board, I was not aware. I was not aware of that the Cancer Institute board was nominated, but then not appointed by the previous governor. Since I had not been briefed on that, it is good that you brought it to my attention. That means essentially with consultation with the governor, then we shall sit down and see exactly why the board was not appointed, why they were not issued with appointment letters. Then we shall move quickly, you know, to make sure, in collaboration with the House and the executive arm of the government, on how we can handle that, because cancer is a menace. It needs collaborative efforts. It needs, you know, multi-pronged approach. So I feel a Cancer Institute board in place would even lighten the burden in tackling, you know, the cancer menace in this county. So I will move with speed. Once appointed, I will invite them to the office, listen them in, so that I'm able to understand exactly what has been going on. On the partnership with the other departments, I believe government is one. You must work with your colleagues, and just seen that you've interviewed, you vetted my other brother on matters agriculture. We shall be very, very keen on collaborative, to forge a collaborative effort with the Department of Agriculture. A number of guys have been saying that, you know, probably we are getting these cancers from, you know, the foods that we eat and how they are sprayed with herbicides and the rest of the drugs. So these are things that we shall have a collaborative effort on, so that we are able to find exactly what is the cause, what is the main cause of, you know, increasing cancer cases in Meru County. Secondly, we have been collaborating even previously after just the nomination, and even before, when I was a union leader, I used to visit, you know, various gatherings in churches, and I used to do, you know, health education to the members of the public. And recently I accompanied the sports nominee to Moariama Stadium in Tigania East, and I spoke about how we shall use sports, you know, to create awareness of cancer. You know, you speak to the youth, you speak to the old during such events, so that you make sure that at least people have knowledge on what exactly they are supposed to do. These are collaborative efforts with my colleagues and with my teams that we shall institute. Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis. Is the leader majority?
Thank you, Chair. Congratulations, Mr. Dennis, for your nomination. in this position. I have just one or two simple questions to you. One is that Dennis, you have seen you severally in the street advocating for the right of all the workers, and that you have done a good job. Now, if you get this position, what will be your solution to the problems which made you to go to the street? Or will you be able to solve this, the problem that made you to do what you did? Second one, on a light note, Mr. Dennis, now if you get this position, you are going to go to the other side of the government, that is the executive, and you have seen you as an activist, because when you advocate for the right of the people, shows that sometimes you look kind of an activist, but that is on a light note, Mr. Dennis. So how are you going to balance the two? Now you're the side of the union, and the other, and you're the side of the executive. So how are you going to balance the two? Thank you.
Thank you, Majority Leader. Yes, Dennis.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman. I just want to tell the Honorable Member that now that I shall have exposure on both sides of the coin, both in the labor movement and how the executive works. That puts me in a position of advantage to understand exactly, what is ailing the health sector from a trade unionist eyes or point of view, and now how to tackle the problems from a government side of view. I want to state that I will still continue engaging, now not as an activist, engaging the workers' representatives. I will still continue engaging them and having dialogue with them, so that we can, through collaborative efforts, we will be able now to address the concerns, because I already know the concerns from a trade unionist point of view. Now that I'm getting to the government, and I have now put the heart of my trade unionism down, as much as it is still in the heart, I hope we shall collaborate with all these healthcare workers unions, work together, even to eliminate. I hope going forward in the next few years, you will not have a situation where there is a breakdown of healthcare services in Meru County through strikes, because I feel through the training and through the work that I have undergone in the labor movement, I know for sure how to handle my colleagues and how to fulfill at least their expectations. That is how, essentially, I hope I have answered on how.
Thank you,
I'm going to
Dennis.
balance it. Thank you.
I believe you have one more question, and then honorable members, time is not with us. Let the speaker, please, can you pose the question?
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. Dr. Dennis, have you heard of telemedicine? Now, Murang'a County has embraced that technology. Being the CEC nominee for health services in Meru, do you think we can incorporate it in Meru County to serve our people in our remote areas? So can they respond to that?
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable.
Yes, Dr. Dennis, please.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman. The concept of telemedicine is a very good concept. In fact, it is a new concept that has been working in Murang'a County. And I have been consulting with my colleagues in Murang'a County so that I get exactly what is going on. And I found the idea very interesting in fact that despite having a small number of specialists and healthcare workers, doctors, all the way from the villages and across, you know, the remote areas. These people, they are able to get specialized services through consultation via telemedicine. So I want to hope that once I am approved, I will do more research on this particular topic. God willing, do a benchmarking in Murang'a County with my team and also the health team, because I know the health committee team also would be very much interested, so that we come and roll out telemedicine in Meru County. Equally, the other little thing I would want to say, Honorable Chairman, is introduction of electronic medical records. For far too long, we have been using manual papers, you know, where you find a patient carrying, you know, a heap of documents. Even doctors themselves are unable to go through the medical records. We shall introduce in Meru County electronic medical records, so that we are, at a click of a button, we are able to see exactly the history of the patient, and we quickly be able to dispense and treat the patients. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Dennis. Yes, Honorable Gakure.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair. And Dennis, let me congratulate you for the appointment. And tell you that I come from KUNGWA, where there is the KUNGWA famous dispensary where women give birth in the bush, just like antelopes. Now that you are now at the top, will you be willing to go and visit that dispensary? Because it has no staff, it has no fence, it has nothing, it is just in the bush. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, Akule. Yes, Dennis, Dr.
Honorable Chair, I empathize with our people because of, at times, because of the failure of people who are in office, and it is unfortunate events that in this time and age, our people can, you know, our women are giving birth in the bush. It is very, very unfortunate, and I empathize. And the first thing I will do once approved in office, having a plan of, you know, every morning from 6 to all the way to 1, being in the field, being in the ground, so that I'm able to see exactly the situation through my own lens. So I hope very soon, the Honorable Member, Gakule, we shall be with you in KUNGWA Dispensary, and in collaboration with you, hope to elevate KUNGWA Dispensary so that our people can be assisted. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Dennis. Yes, Honorable MAURI.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika. Swali langu ni hili, waziri mteule, kwamba zipo zile kamati za bodi katika mahospitali zetu ambazo muda wake ulikwisha, na zile kamati ndizo ziko na ushukani hata sasa wa kuendesha zile shughuli za hospitali, mpaka zinaendelesha kwamba kuna ufujaji wa pesa. Umeamua kuchukua hatua gani? Maana zile bodi muda wao ulikwisha na zinafuja hela za wakazi wa Meru.
Thank you, Honorable MAURI. Yes, Dr. Dennis.
Asante, Chairman. Though I'm not very good in Kiswahili, like Honorable Marithi, just allow me to answer in English. For the hospital boards that whose term have expired, we hope in very quick consultation to appoint boards in place so that they're able to work and function and, you know, dispense the matters in the hospitals. About misappropriation of funds, that one we shall do an audit in. If we get guys who have misappropriated public resources, essentially we shall take them through the various legal, I shall hand over to the legal department to take, you know, to take them to where criminals are taken. Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis. I want to give you 2 minutes. What you wish to tell the honorable members?
Thank you, Honorable Chairman and honorable members. Mine is just to plead and ask the Honorable House to approve me for this particular position. One thing I want to say is that I'm very passionate about this job. I'm equal to the task, and I am going to deliver. And I will make sure that Meru County is a regional medical hub, respected in this particular region. And I hope that we shall collaborate with the honorable members and the various healthcare teams to make sure Meru is a regional hub and essentially to improve the healthcare of our people. So mine is just a call and a plea that you approve me so that I'm able to get to work. Thank you.
No, thank you. And for example, because you have thought about it, what should you do within the first 100 days? What changes do the people may expect from you the next 100 days?
First and foremost, in the next 100 days, I want to make sure that there is calm in the health sector, making sure that health workers are comfortable, because the first thing, once they are comfortable, you know, the system now rolls. Then second thing, I'll make sure at least we have equipped level 5 hospital. There's a block there that is just lying idle so that we can decongest the wards, and we shall open in the next 100 days the various stalled projects. That is the theaters in Mutuati and Mutara. I'll make sure those particular theaters are up and running, and I hope in consultation with the Honorable House and allocation of the budget, at least we can be able to employ the number of, you know, there was an advert that was already ongoing. We hope to revive that and employ healthcare workers so that we can be able to work, order adequate medication so that our people can be served, you know, be given adequate medication when they go to the hospitals. Sante.
Thank you, Dennis. Honorable Grace Kambula, please ensure that he gets back his documents and also escort him. Thank you. Thank you, Dennis, and welcome.
Thank you very much.
And Grace Kambura, please ensure that he gets a bottle of water. Dr. the bottle of water belongs to you. Christine, please correct the scoring sheet. Thank you, members. I believe we can have the next nominee. Christine, please be more faster. Please, can we have the next nominee? Welcome, Barrio. Please have a seat. Benson. Honorable Mbioki.
I, David Barrio Mwirabwa, do solemnly swear that the information I shall give before this committee shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Thank you. Welcome, Barrio. And this is the committee on appointment, and I would very briefly wish that we do an introduction. First of all, we start with the committee members, then we go to the friends of committee, and then the staff. I will start with Honorable Naito.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I'm Frida Naito, especially elected by UDA, and a member of the committee.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I'm Martin Kimathi, a member of this committee, and I represent MAURI.
Thank you, Chair. I'm Patrick Mutuma, MCA Kisima, Majority Leader County Assembly of Meru, and a member of this committee. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. My name is Monday Dile, MCA Akidi Ward, Lindo Minority Party, and I'm a member of this committee.
Good morning, Mr. Barrio. I'm Agnes Karemi Guantai, specially elected by Bas Party and a member of this committee.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Morning, Honorable Barrio. Congratulations. I'm Grace Cambra Dronera, a member of this committee.
I'm Mutembei Mbiuki, MCA Goju West, a member of this committee.
Thank you, Honorable Mbiuki. Yes, Aaron.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. My name is Aaron Turanera, MCA Bogeta East, Chair Planning and a friend to this committee.
Kangwana and General.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm Honorable Kangwana, representing the people of MAURI, a friend to this committee.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Thank you, Honorable Chair. My name is General Mate, and I'm a friend of the committee.
Mivika Mucheke, a friend of this committee, representing Kati.
Karimi Kilingo, specially elected by PNU Party, a friend of this committee.
Thank you, Chair. My name is Nkunja Maure, a friend of the committee.
Asante, Mheshimiwa Mred Titus, Gembe East Ward, Deputy Minority. Karibu sana.
Thank you. My name is Stephen Gakula Nchebere, MCA KUNGWA Wanda, and a friend of this committee.
Thank you, Honorable Ben.
I'm Douglas Mutia, MCA Abo Central Ward, a member of the committee.
Good morning. My name is Benson Kenywa. I'm from the legal office.
I'm Chair Mutuma, assisting legal committee clerk.
I am Isaiah Mbijiwe, Hansard officer.
Christine Moiti, research officer.
Mary Gatwiri Ndege, the clerk in charge of the committee.
Ali Mwenda, MCA Gia Ward, Deputy Speaker, County Assembly of Meru.
Thank you, DS. David Ibario, welcome. And I want to give you 2 minutes that you give us some brief history of yourself. Yes, please.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable members, my name is Barrio David Mwirabwa. Barrio David Mwirabwa comes from Gembe North and Tobeto Kiongo Ward. That is where I was born and bred and educated. I started my education in a primary school in my home area called Dera Primary School. Dera Primary School. From there I proceeded to Miadhene Boys, and from Miadhene I went to Machakos Boys. From Machakos to Kenyatta University, where I took a degree in education, bachelor's, and got employment with the TSC, and I've taught in 3 schools. I started my teaching here at Inkobo, in a school called Nkando Secondary School, and thereafter I transferred to Borerui Boys, where I was given a post of a head of department, guidance and counseling, and thereafter I was again promoted to the post of the deputy principal, where I served for like 4 years. And then we managed to transform the school a great deal. And then from there, I was promoted to the position of a principal, Gia Boys, still in Igembe. And I worked there as a principal for 9 years. And then after that, I shifted my work to Chuka University, where I worked as an assistant senior administrator for 10 months. And in 2013, the month of October, I again transferred my service to the county government of Meru, where I was given the post of chief officer for education in the county, the first government of the county. After that, up to 2017. Thereafter, I again got an appointment with the national government as a director of New KCC. Sorry, as a director, New KCC, that is the parastatal that deals with milk, for an appointment for 3 years. And again, I served there up to the time when we did the elections in 2022, because I had been appointed by the earlier government. And thereafter, my contract ended, but we are managing to do something, including the construction of the Kangeta factory, milk processing factory. Besides that, Honorable Chairman, I have also worked in various community-based groups.
That's enough, Honorable Vario. Honorable Vario, what makes you think that you are the most suitable candidate for this position?
Thank you, Honorable Chairman. My wealth of experience, especially in management and administration, makes me think and believe that I am the best for this. because the post of a CEC is basically on policy making, supervision, and directing the department. And that, having worked as an administrator and a manager in various institutions, including the previous county government, in a university, education institutions, even a government parastatal, and now even currently, I was appointed as to serve in the board of Maua Methodist Hospital. I think I am most suitable. I have a wealth of experience.
Thank you, David. Yes.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. Congratulations, Mr. David Barrio, for your nomination as the CCM Bronze Transport and Energy. And I want to attest before this committee, indeed, you are a great teacher. You are my teacher in Boriaruri. And once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
So my question is too simple. Being a resident of Meru and having been nominated to this post, what strategies do you have in mind that you're going to apply in the department to improve our roads network, most of the county feeder roads in our remote areas for the betterment of our people? Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member, Bwana Diaz. I have a plan and a strategy for the county road network. Number one area that we need to look at is the quality of roads that we make. Very many times we spend a lot of money in opening new roads and failing to maintain those roads. And the moment that we open a road, we construct a road and fail to provide resources for maintenance, for sure those roads will be damaged, especially by the weather elements, that is rain and others. So my strategy is to ensure that as much as we are constructing roads, we are also having a policy on maintenance of our roads, because this is critical to ensure that we don't keep on repeating the same process and putting money where we have been putting before, so that we also make savings, so that we also reach new areas that are not being opened. So maintenance is one area. Number two, the quality. When we are awarding tenders at the department, we've got to look at the history of the contractors that we engage. This way, we shall qualify those contractors who we are sure will not do shoddy job. Because at times, we find a lot of shortcuts. At times, we find the people doing shoddy jobs such that by the time they are leaving the site, the roads has started weathering out. That becomes another factor. The other one is to ensure resources are available. Because again, if we don't lobby for resources and ensure either from within and from without, that is from partners, and those others that we can work with to ensure construction and sustainability. Because transport is the one that supports. It enhances every other department, and it is critical. That is part of what I intend to do.
Thank you, David. Yes, Honorable Martin.
Thank you, Honorable Chair, and congratulations, Mr. Barrio, for your nomination.
Thank you.
So you have a past experience on how county works, so having been a chief officer, but in this case you are coming as the CCM for the roads. So maybe you have heard severally that cry is coming from the MCAs regarding the procurement of roads, especially by MTF, listed as medium-term framework. So if approved, are you going still to hire the services or procure the services from the same MTF, or you are going to use the local tenderers or local contractors? Thank you.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa. Let me say, Yes, I am afraid to the assembly. And to the members of the assembly, we work together, we come from the same villages. I have earned that cry. And it is just too much in Meru County about MTF. Now, MTF is a national program which was established to assist in mechanical works in our own, especially construction, procurement of machines, and repairs and maintenance of the same machines. It is a service industry. The biggest problem with MTF, especially the model that was used by the county government, was to pump all Ron's money into MTF. That was a grievous mistake. Because number one, we are getting money from the treasury, the checker, and returning the same amount of money. All the money goes back to the treasury. How does it help the people of Meru? How does it promote circulation of money in Meru? It doesn't. My strategy will be that our people must benefit. How do they benefit? Number one, look at the local contractors. Because this contractor, once awarded this tender and paid on time this money, he will engage local transport from our people, he will engage casual labor from our people, he will consume petrol from our local petrol stations, he will purchase the required materials locally. That way, it will be very easy to empower people. In any case, it is the same government, it is the same money which is got by the people, and the same money returns to the exchequer so that it can be brought back. But when we pump all the money into the MTF, it's like, honestly, we are draining. And that beats the purpose of devolution. And devolution means decentralizing services and everything else. So to me, I intend to empower those who are ours so that they can benefit and be part of building of our county.
Thank you, David. Yes, Honorable Generous.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, sir, for the chance. Mr. Barrio, they usually say that leaders manage things, but the leaders manage people. You know that. And I would want to know if the contractors or the suppliers of materials rather hiked prices above 15%. How would you approach this to assist? Thank you.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa. Number one, we have the reserved costs. Because we have our engineers, we have our technical people, even before we release an advert, already estimates have been done. So that when we receive the quotations, when we receive the bids, they are guided by what the department has generated. Anyone who has quoted far much beyond, then that person probably has exaggerated. Because we cannot release a tender if we do not have estimates for that tender. So we have our technical people, and one thing as a CEC that I've got to do is to establish staffing and ensure that we have rightfully qualified personnel in the department. That way, once you manage the human resource in any establishment, you are sure of success. But if you have people who are qualified, they will definitely mismanage you. So once we have those people, they will properly guide on the estimated costs. Number two, the government also guides that. Like when we were in the government, there's this program we were using, IFIMIS. And IFIMIS and given estimated prices of items. And of course, if you go beyond that, and you know it is procurement, which really leads to a lot of prosecution and these economic crimes, leading people to jail and all that. So there is the guideline that is given by the government. However, you've got to look at the locality where that service is being delivered. There are certain areas where these guided prices may not apply, depending on the uniqueness of that particular area.
Thank you, David. Yes, Honorable Mbiuki.
Thank you, Chairman. Mine is on the issue of inefficiency in the department. You realize that we pass our budget by end of every June, holding all the other factors constant. Then we find a rush in terms of implementation. Just that towards the end of the financial year is when we have some of the projects being implemented. Some of them will even cross to the next financial year as rollovers. So how do you intend to address those inefficiencies? Number two, there is also the issue of tendering. You realize that when it comes to contracts, you find a single contractor getting almost the entire tenders. And I'm giving a specific example in the Department of Energy. Like now, we have only one contractor procuring all the front rates in the entire county. How do you expect that individual to be efficient? So how do you intend to address those? Thank you.
Yes, David, you can continue.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Chair. Yes, it is a big concern about the issue of implementation of projects. And just like I said, implementation of projects, including even these tenders, they have timelines. We are guided by the fiscal years, the government years. And we must operate within time. It boils down again to the human resource that I talked about. Number one, human resource and integrity. Number one, what kind of personnel do we have? Do we have the right people in the department? That is something that I will establish. We may not be having the right people or even understaffing such that they are not able to cope with the work. So with me, I tend to have properly qualified and skilled people. And we cannot rely on skills that people earned when they were in college, frequent refresher courses, so that they can be updated on this. Number two, there are timelines. You don't allocate your duty without a timeline. You action. This has got to be done within this period of time. How do you do that? We have work plans. We have procurement plans. And these ones have got timelines. So we've got to beat that. In any case, we do not want to retain government money, county money, in the treasury and up to the end of the year. And we know if it is found in the treasury, at that time, it will go back. And it may be so difficult for us to get that money back. Number two, on issues of tender. I said the purpose of devolution is to spread resources, cover a wider area. Really, it defeats common sense and the purpose of devolution. If we concentrate all the resources to one individual, and if you follow that, you may find elements of corruption. You may find elements of corruption, either from within or without, because really that defeats sense. We have got to spread, because ours is to empower people economically. Once we empower them, they will improve their social life. Social life in terms of living standards, they will improve their families, and even the political comfortability within the county. Hakutakuwa na makelele. That way, I intend to take very stern action and to provide proper guidance and direction on that.
Thank you, David. Yes, Honorable Kakure.
Thank you, Chair. My name is Stephen Gakule Nchebere. Mr. Barrio, today we are congratulating you as a very good leader, or a big leader. But tomorrow, you have seen leaders fall just within months. You have seen leaders rise up very quickly, and in the next 2 to 3 years they are down. That is because of character, because of pride, and the problem because of corruption. Now, today we are appointing you as our officer on a very important department for roads. You know, for the previous year we did not work. Our roads are in a pathetic situation in the roads. Now, how are you going to assist Meru people so that they can regain that pride that they had in the previous government?
Thank you, Honorable Kakule. Yes, David, and you also be very short with the answers.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Let me say that my record in performance of public, in giving public service is self-explanatory. Number one, I have worked as a principal of a school in Kangeta, Njia Ward, and I was given a very poor school, a school that was at the bottom when we were Meru North, and the performance was so poor, the population was low, everything was in shambles. And I even went to that school when the boys were on strike. They had broken the school. And I went there for one purpose, to create a change. And for sure, I created that change. And by the time I left that school in 2013 to go to Chuka University, it was the second best in performance in Meru North. And population and growth and everything else. How? A leader must lead from the front. You cannot provide direction if your integrity is questionable. You must lead from the front. You yourself, you cannot tell people to do things that you are not doing. One, as a leader, you are supposed to be a servant. You are supposed to listen. You are not supposed to be a boss. You are supposed to listen. The MCAs, I know the time they have wasted. The people of Meru, the time they have wasted. Mine is to go and serve the people. Mine is to work, collaborate with the MCAs so that we have deliverables. Why am I saying this? You need to go back. You need to recapture your position come 2027. And it is my sole responsibility to assist each one of you to go back. How do you go back? By the service that you offer your people. You do not have the resources. The resources come from the executive. Yours is the other business that you do, the supervisory, the oversight and all that. But in the identification and implementation of this project, you are there and you are seen as the owner of that. I promise not to change. Because previously, even when I was in the county, and I must report, Honorable Chair, that I worked with many MCAs who are here today, they have my record. It is self-explanatory. We received a lot. During that time, we had projects like bursaries, and Meru County was the first one to start awarding bursary. We worked out a policy which came here, it was passed and it became an act which enabled us get into a function which was not ours and start giving bursaries. That way, I formed the committees and to work with the members of the assembly. And through the policy that we made, they were the patrons of that committee. It was not the department to give these bursaries. The committee would sit in the village, and the chairmanship and the patronage of the speaker of the member of parliament of that area award the bursaries, bring the list to the office, and me and my officers would sit down and award that. During the time of releasing the bursary, we would gather, for instance, there in Antobeto, where I come from, with the MCA who was there. I am carrying the band of bursaries. Tuko na mheshimiwa hapa, kama ngavana ako, we are together. If we are not, then I must build that mheshimiwa. That's how we did. Construction of classrooms, we again collaborated. Actually, they helped us identify areas of need, the workshops that we did, and everything else. So I'm a down-to-earth man, and really I would promise to work with its MCAs and work for the people and recoup the 2.5 years that are wasted. Our leadership must show difference between that one and...
Thank you, David. Yes, Honorable Nkunja.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
My name is MAURI, for the record, representing people of Antubetwe Kiongo. Welcome, Mr. Barrio, and congratulations for getting that opportunity. Barrio is a person I know very well. He is from my ward, and I think if you are able to convince these members that you are competent for the position, they will, if they feel is good, they will consider you, of which I know they will. But I have a question, which I'm not. You have tried to answer, but I feel I need more clarification on MTF. I remember very well last year we had a motion here on MTF stopping its implementation, but the former governor insisted that it has to go on. So the question is, because you have told us that we cannot get money from the national government and still return it to the national government, assuming you are given the directives that the money has to be taken to the national government, how would you do?
Thank you, Honorable Konja. Yes, Barrio.
Yes, thank you, Mheshimiwa. The question of MTF was really a very nagging thing, I know, and I've heard about it. And let me say, MTF and two advantages. And two advantages that he probably is going to mention. Number one is machinery. They have the best machines, and even most of the contractors hire those machines from that service, from that program. Number two is that is the main one. That is the main one. But to me, even if we were to engage MTF at whatever level, it is at a very minimum level where we do not have the ability. Where we do not have the ability, like especially in opening new roads. There are members of this assembly who agree with me that there are some areas that are impossible. And the machinery that we have may not be able to do that work. So based on that ground, probably we can do that. But I have something else. Besides that.
In 1 minute.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. What I wanted to say is that at the local level, we can also come up with our own Meru County Transport Fund. We could also come out with Meru County Mechanical Transport Fund. How do we do this? And what is the essence of that? It is for emergencies. It is for emergencies. And what kind of emergency am I looking at? Probably somebody has died in your village. He comes from an impossible area. Before you connect a contractor and follow the process to have that road prepared, because in the first government, no single Meru resident would have difficulties of burying their people, because MCAs were there, standing by to open areas to reach that particular area. I would think at a smaller level, we start our own. Why? So that when there is an emergency and you cannot follow the process, you rush there. And when you rush there, the problem is solved. That's it.
Thank you, David. Yes, Mwenda, the last one.
I would think